President Biden has a long to-do list, and near the top is immigration. On his first day in office, he lifted the Muslim travel ban. He's proposing a path to citizenship for millions of undocumented people. And he's expected to take action to help reunite migrant families separated at the border. Welcome news for many immigrants and their children.
Their faces said it all. It was 2017, and these fifth graders were afraid. They were 10 and 11 years old, and Donald Trump was about to become president.
I actually feel really scared, but I try not to think about it.
I think there has been an increase of racist people.
Most of them are children of immigrants, and said they sometimes felt the president's words were a targeted attack.
When Mexico sends its people, they're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists.
We have to have a temporary ban on Muslims coming into this country.
I just fear Muslims are terrorists, Muslims are bad. I just feel really heartbroken.
2 weeks ago, we brought some of those children, all of them American citizens, back in for interviews.
You were worried about the future?
Yeah.
Back then, Sana, whose parents hail from Inner Mongolia, said she felt powerless in the face of Trump's anti-immigrant tirades.
I'm just like a small person in a big world.
Now, 14 years old, Sana is not feeling small anymore.
I took part in a Black Lives Matter march. It was so incredible to see all of these people from different groups all coming together to want to make sure that it doesn't happen anymore.
Nora, whose parents are from Indonesia, says the last 4 years under Mr. Trump have been difficult.
I have been living in fear. It made me feel unsafe as a Muslim woman living here in America.
But Nora says everything feels different about Inauguration Day this time around.
Hopefully, Biden can make us minorities feel safer living here in America.
14-year-old Lynn, who was visiting her grandparents in Togo, West Africa when we interviewed her, says she's haunted by television images of the Trump administration's tough border policies.
You know, seeing people on the news being separated from their parents, being put in cages, I feel like that's something a kid should never have to go through.
Those images also deeply affected Larissa Martinez. 4 years ago, she was a proud high school valedictorian headed to Yale University on full scholarship. It was then she shared a deep secret.
I am one of the 11 million undocumented immigrants living in the shadows of the United States.
Larissa flew from Mexico to Texas in 2010 with her mother and sister, who are still undocumented. Today, Larissa is a Yale graduate married to a U.S. citizen.
4 years ago, I went up there with the purpose of asking people to recognize my humanity and the humanity of people in my community. But now, 4 years later, I see that it's about accountability. The Trump years brought a lot of clarity for me in terms of what it is that we're up against, how bad it can really get.
But Larissa also believes the past 4 years have brought the country to a reckoning about racism and inequality that she says is long overdue.
It taught me to trust more in people in my community. I am actually very full of hope, and I'm very excited for what's to come because I really think the change is fast approaching.
The younger teenagers also feel that change is in the air and hope the new administration will lead us out of the dark days of division.
I feel like they have a lot of work to do. I feel like we need to, as one, come together because at the end of the day, yes, we may not be the same color, we may not be from the same families, but you know, it's our community, it's our home. We need to work together and fix our country